Hello everybody, today is the anniversary of the birth in 1839 of Albert Einstein, a theoretical physicist, probably one of the greatest the world has ever known, who developed, of course, the theory of relativity and made considerable contributions towards the theory of quantum mechanics, and somebody whose name is now almost synonymous with brilliance and high intelligence. But the various views about his attitude towards God, and he says people have never really properly understood what his attitude was. He seems to think that it's closest to the philosopher Spinoza's, the idea being that God is responsible for creating the world and all that's going on in it, but doesn't have any particular relationship with current events or individual people. What Einstein says is that the problem of God is a problem that can't be solved with a yes or a no. He's very anti-atheists. He says that they're so caught up in their determination to poo-poo religion that they fail to hear what he calls the music of the spheres. But he whilst being convinced that the wonder of the world is divinely inspired, he recognises that the problem of how that happened and exactly what the implications of it are difficult to comprehend. And he uses this, what I think is a really interesting metaphor, simile for this. He says the human mind, no matter how highly trained, cannot grasp the universe. We are in the position of a little child entering a huge library whose walls are covered to the ceiling with books in many different tongues. The child knows that someone must have written these books. It does not know who or how. It does not understand the languages in which they are written. The child notes a definite plan in the arrangement of the books, a mysterious order which it does not comprehend, but only dimly suspects. That, it seems to me, says Einstein, is the attitude of the human mind, even the greatest and most cultured, toward God. And I think that's a very good description of the absolute mystery of the whole business of the way the world is and why it's the way it is and how it relates to how it came into being. But of course, what is not there in his relationship with God is a relationship. He quite specifically says that the God in whom he believes does not have any concern for the fates or actions of human beings, is how he puts it. And it made me think about my own approach. I know there will be some of you watching who think that Einstein's attitude is a fine one, a good one. You agree with it, and that's as far as it goes. And of course, if it was good enough for Einstein, it's tempting to say it's good enough for anybody else. But for those who are Christians watching, I think you will be wanting to say, but what about the relationship aspect, which we talk a lot about in church and think about in our own particular lives. And I thought today, mainly for those who do struggle to hold on to some kind of Christian belief, or even those who embrace it wholeheartedly and easily, it might be worth just reflecting on how different our understanding of ourselves and the world might be if we didn't believe in a God who cares about us, a God who relates to us individually. And I thought it might be worth just asking ourselves, because in Christian circles, people often talk about a personal relationship with God, and it might be worth just today, just checking out for ourselves, if we think we have one, just exactly what that phrase means. Because clearly there is something here that is significant to millions and millions of people, which Albert Einstein missed. And I think it might be worth reflecting on our own particular experience of whatever that was, if we have it.